before the storm, indeed. A look at the Valley Skycam thanks to our friends at Corwinauto.com. And I got to tell you, what an enjoyable day to finally see a little bit of sun. Not everyone saw it, but it was sure pleasant. Now we have a lot to talk about. First and foremost, let's go over the warning. It starts tomorrow. The storm does out in western and central portions of the Dakotas. Where you see these red counties, that's a winter storm warning, and that's where the largest impacts from this storm will be. You know, we're talking about some significant snow, and out to the west, particularly, say Ellendale through Jamestown, some pretty gusty winds with the storm as it initiates. Then it moves into the valley as we go into late Friday and Saturday morning on into parts of Minnesota. So taking kind of a diagonal path. The blue counties you see around there, including Grand Forks, East Grand Forks, that is a winter weather advisory. You're going to get some snow in these areas as well, but the amounts will be lower, so the impact will be a little bit less. Now, let's get right to the forecast. First and foremost, round one will take this shape like this, oriented from the northwest to the southeast. Southeast North Dakota, northeast South Dakota, and into the central Dakotas will feel the greatest impact. Round two is Sunday into Monday and throughout the day on Monday, and we'll have waves of snow and even some areas of rain pushing through southeast North Dakota, northeast South Dakota, and on into northern Minnesota. Notice where these two overlap. There could be some very lofty totals by Monday in these parts, with 2 rounds of snow making their way through. First and foremost, here's the round one. It gets started tomorrow. We've positioned the clock at around the midday hour. Here's where things will be windy. The dark blues, the heavy bands of snow. Setting this into motion by the time we get to drive time in the evening and just beyond, we'll have accumulations already in our western counties. From the Devil's Lake Basin through the Cheyenne River Valley and the James River Valley and the southern Red River Valley, snow, heavy at times, with a little bit of wind, particularly out to the west. Nothing going on in the evening on Friday in northern Minnesota. As we go through the overnight and by morning, we'll see a wide area of snow, but the intensity drops off and it quickly dies off as we go through the mid-morning hours. Snowfall potential from round one, 5 to 9 inches from Minot through the Devil's Lake Basin all the way into the southern Red River Valley. Isolated locations could pick up 10 inches, maybe a foot. With the wetness of this snow, it's really going to compact as well. That'll be surrounded by a layer of 2 to 5 inch totals. That'll be very close to Fargo-Moorhead. And we're talking about lesser amounts off to the east in western Minnesota. Round two, let's go over that, shall we? As we take a look at Sunday, snow developing in the morning, lasting throughout the day, but it'll be fairly light. And then Monday, a band of energy comes up, bringing warm air with it, so we could see some areas of rain. But the snow will be prolonged throughout the day into the late night hours on Monday. This is the 2-day total, so this is not just from the second round. 5 to 12 inches southeast North Dakota, isolated 15-inch totals right up through Fargo-Moorhead, Grand Forks and Polk counties, as well as parts of northwest Minnesota as well. So a lot of very heavy, wet, no fun to shovel snow getting ready to make its way into the area for our first weekend of spring. Right now, 34 degrees out at Hector. Wind is very light. It's 30 degrees in Cavalier, still 36 in Breckenridge, Wahpeton, also Otter Tail County and Becker County in the mid-30s at this hour, with Baudette and Roseau chiming in at 30 degrees. A few clouds developing out there, but we did enjoy some sunshine today. Here's a storm system, some of that moisture from that system working its way up into our region as we speak. And here's a closer look at your temperatures for tomorrow. As we get our day started, we'll be near 30 degrees. Some areas will have patchy fog and haze while the snow develops out to the west. By the midday hour, still no snow in Grand Forks, Fargo, or Lakes Country, and it's on that boundary from the central Dakotas into the south and east part of North Dakota. It's the evening where things get started overnight into Saturday. Gorgeous shot here uploaded by Tiffany Qualley from Comstock. There's a wintry scene. Many of us seeing a wetter, heavier version of that. Saturday snow ends early, 35 degrees, quiet but breezy the rest of the day. Sunday, by the mid-morning hours, we'll see some snow developing, periods of rain in the far south. Snow really develops and continues in earnest on Monday. Finally, a little break. Temperatures rebounding to the near 40 or 45 degree range by Wednesday.
All right, keep us posted.
We will.